more like, truthfully, I dare you to watch this movie without scratching your ass out of boredom or rolling your eyes out of irritation. No, truth or dare. It's a movie that is directed by, I don't care. I do not care who directed this movie. I also don't give a shit who starred in this movie. They should all feel responsible for this clusterfuck. I'm just gonna get to the rules of the game and why we're playing it in this movie. So, truth or dare. You guys have played that, right? Come on, who hasn't played truth or dare? Truth or dare is that game where you pick truth or you pick dare, and whichever one you pick, you have to either tell the truth or you have to do a dare. So there's this girl who's in college with her friends in this movie, and she and her friends decide to go to Mexico for spring break. While they're in Mexico on spring break, they meet this guy, this weird, creepy guy, who invites them to this weird old house in the middle of nowhere to play a game of truth or dare. So they start playing a game of truth or dare, then he freaks out and he runs away from them. But before he runs away, he tells them, hey, you guys have to play this game. If you don't play the game, you die. If you decide to pick truth, you have to tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, you die. If you pick dare and you decide to do a dare, you have to do the dare or you die. Oh, by the way, if you refuse to play, you're gonna get killed. And these guys go back to their regular lives and they realize, yeah, the guy had a point. We play this truth or dare shit and people are ending up dead, so something weird is going on. I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. I did not have a lot of anticipation going into this movie, and my fears were pretty much rewarded by the end of the movie. However, I am a positive person. I'm going to try to spit the positive to you because I'm happy. I like being happy more than I like being enraged and pissed off and bored and sleepy and all the other stuff that I was during watching this movie. I will say that this concept is actually kind of an interesting concept. Like I said, it's a game that we've all played before. We've all played Truth or Dare. We've also all played Spin the Bottle. We've also all played Striptease Poker. No, none of you guys have played Striptease. Let's just forget about that. Either way, it's a cool-ish concept, and it sets up kind of like a modern-day new version of Final Destination, just in different wrapping paper. That you go into a movie like this expecting the acting to be somewhere between porn and an obviously shady politician. No, I gotta say the performances were actually kind of convincing in this movie. I didn't really hate anybody performance-wise. They all did a decent job. Alright, now that the positive is over, it's time to perform an autopsy on the body of the rest of this thing. This thing being a movie that is insanely and horrifically predictable to the nth degree. Just a show of hands out there, how many of you fine people out there have seen the trailer for this movie? A lot of you, but some of you, a little bit of each. Okay, well, if you haven't seen the trailer for this movie, do me a favor. Don't watch the trailer for this movie. Just don't do it. Because in hindsight, when you watch the movie, you realize that the trailer actually spoils the entire movie for you. All the big moments, all the major deaths that were in the trailer, they're in the movie the exact same way. And when you see them in the movie, you're going to be sitting there thinking like, damn, I saw that in the trailer. As a result, there's really no room for suspense or stakes or anything. But you know what? That's just a marketing thing. Like, I could forgive that if it's just marketing, like they fucked up and they showed too much in the trailer. That happens. It's Hollywood, people. Let's talk about the movie itself. The movie itself is still predictable as shit. Script is so telegraphed and so obviously see-through. Like, they set things up a couple of scenes in advance so that you can say, okay, well, I know exactly how that's going to turn out a couple of scenes from now. It gets to a couple of scenes from now, and then you see exactly what you saw a couple of scenes earlier. Like, this movie foreshadows more than Wesley Snipes with his own shade. That would be okay if you had at least cool characters or something like that to grab your attention in the meantime. Does this movie have that? Not on your life. Most of the characters in this movie are really, really shitty people, and you don't really give a fuck. They're like disposable 20-somethings, and you just don't care. They do try a couple of times to give you some good character moments. They try to give you some character development with some people, but it really comes off as contrived and really rushed. Main chick in this movie, I don't even know the actress's name. I heard that she's on a CW show somewhere. She was fine performance-wise, but her character is actually kind of low-key the most shitty character in the entire movie. And you could argue that that's kind of the point of her character in this movie, is to be pretending to be a nice person, but she's actually a shitty person. But there's no great moment of epiphany. There's no aha, I have seen the light moment for the audience. And about halfway through the movie, I'm just sitting there like, okay, she is terrible. Like, she's terrible as a person. Why on earth would I root for her? Why on earth would I root for her or give a shit about any of the other people in this movie? The answer is, I just don't. Also got some really shitty and stupid jump scares, like literally the worst kind. Jump scares where somebody touches you on your shoulder at the wrong time and you go, ah, and then the music cuts out and you know that it was just a fake false jump scare. I swear to God on life, I hate that shit. Some of the inconsistencies in the rules of this game, it changes from scene to scene, and sometimes I go back and I go, well, wait, it didn't work that way before. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to turn my brain off and try to make it out of this thing alive. You've got a love triangle in this movie that doesn't really work. It adds nothing to the movie. It's kind of pointless. There's shitty high school drama that's thrown in here along with the story of Truth or Dare. So you're just kind of wading through a sea of bullshit just to get to the end of this movie. Talk about the CGI cat grins. I mean, come on. People, come on. The movie is trying to be scary. It really is. It's trying to intimidate you, but it really comes off as funny, not intimidating. The shitty dialogue the characters were also saying in this movie. Not shitty in terms of delivery. I mean, the delivery for the lines was fine, I guess. I'm talking shitty in terms of people said, like, the dumbest thing possible in this movie. You had characters saying things where I'm just kind of like, that made no sense. Why did you even say that? In the end, I want to part my cheeks and shit all over this thing, but the bottom line is, it is a cool concept. They did try to explain the how and the why of the Truth or Dare game. It isn't just like a Truth or Dare game that magically kills people for no reason. Well, I'm not going to shit all over the movie. I'm going to come pretty damn close. This movie is going to get the rating of Kryptonite. Go ahead, go see the movie. I dare you. By the way, that's not me being funny. That's actually a line that was said in the movie. Jesus Christ, I'm done talking about this. Guys, it's the Truth or Dare movie, so go ahead and hit me with a Truth or Dare in the comment section, and I will play along. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.